can the government in these circumstances really sit back, even never mind when it happens, let the go-ahead take place for the rest of B-Sky-B to fall into Mr. Murdoch's remit?
I mean, I rather take the view that Alan hinted at earlier. I think the takeover of B-Sky-B is perfectly possible with everything that happened at the beginning of this, of the last decade. What I think raises a real difficulty is Mr. Murdoch admitting that he made payments which apparently weren't authorised by the board to try and close down this inquiry. I mean, that does look to me like the sort of issue that raises the fit and proper person.
Well, is closing the News of the World, given everything it's been accused of and on some things found guilty of, does that now make Rupert Murdoch a fit and proper person to own Sky?
Of course not. Of course not. I doubt if he was naive enough to think that that was the case. I think he thought it would help. I think, as Michael said, it's a dramatic, big step. But, you know, it's not going to work.
Well, let me ask you this as in the bigger question, and the nature of our politics and our media. Since Harold Wilson in the late 60s, and let's not forget Rupert Murdoch's paper supported Harold Wilson in the 1970 election, Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Thatcher, John Major, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, now David Cameron, have all sought his support because they thought it would help make them Prime Minister. Do you think any politician today would want to campaign on the back of having Rupert Murdoch's support?
Indeed, absolutely, which sort of changes everything. But I've always thought that politicians shouldn't be scared of Rupert Murdoch. That was John Major's great problem. Norman Fowler, who's one of his closest aides, regrets that they never took him on. Well, and the point about Rupert Murdoch is Rupert Murdoch backs winners. Why did he back Tony Blair in 1997?
Because he's going to win, but is his influence now effectively over in British politics?
Incidentally, I think Ed Miliband took that approach from the time he was leader.
That's right.
Even before
is his influence over?
Dowler, that he would break with that. And I think
over?
I think yes, it's over.
It's transformed anyway. Transformed, yeah.